Ladies and gentlemen, good evening. It is my hope and prayer that this video is actually going to find you guys in good health. Personally, I am fine. Kisumu is also fantastic. Maybe you could let me know where you're watching the video from, the county or the country. First of all, allow me to apologize for reporting late today. I had some emergency which I was attending to, and in fact, I just arrived home a few minutes ago, and I tuned into my TV, and I paid very close attention to Rigathi Gachagua. And I'm not a prophet of doom, and I'm also not a carrier of bad news. But I can tell you that plans are actually in top gear to arrest Raila Amolo Odinga. Rigathi Gachagua was very clear today in Malava in Kakamega County that Monday is going to be Raila Odinga's last day. And I asked myself, what is the guy saying? He also sent a serious message to the alleged youth who are supporting Raila Amolo Odinga that Monday is their last day. And I also just noted some posts on DCI page, which I find to be unfortunate. The DCI gave an update on arrest of suspect involved in Kisumu Migori violence. And so far, that happened just on Thursday. On Monday, in broad daylight, there were people who raided the home of Uhuru Kenyatta, destroyed everything there, burnt it down. They were captured on camera, carrying their loot. Some of them are even stored in some members of parliament's hardware. So far, none is being reported on the DCI Facebook page, which means that there is something. And after listening to Rigathi Gachagua's warning today, I remember Raila Odinga yesterday indicated that Monday is going to be the mother of all demonstrations, which means Rigathi has warned Raila Odinga. Raila Odinga has also told him, we are coming. And I thought of what happened on Thursday. And I've always told you on this platform that in politics, nothing happens out of mere coincidence. Everything in politics is normally well planned, well scripted, and executed to achieve a specific political objective. Violence, which actually meets the ICC threshold, were meted on Raila Odinga, the journalist, and innocent Kenyans by the police. So that courageous attacks on Raila Odinga's vehicle on Thursday was actually intended to achieve certain political objectives. In this video, I want us to look at this plan to arrest Raila Odinga, because most people believe that on Thursday there were attempts to either arrest him or eliminate him. Raila Odinga today, during an interview with one of the German TV, showed them his vehicle, and he counted where the bullet targeted and hit. Raila Odinga actually survived because of his vehicle, which is bulletproof. But come to think of it, I want you to bring your sense to Thursday and put yourself in just the moment before the police attacked Raila Odinga. What was their objective? Because by that time, crowd had actually piled. So the objective were three. Number one, they wanted to gauge the reaction of Raila Odinga supporters. Okay, Raila Odinga has managed to outwit us. He's now here with the supporters, and we are coming as a force. How will his supporters react? They realized that with supporters, you just throw tear gas at them, throw that pink water on them, using water cannons, they'll run. And the moment they run, then they leave you with your target. That's exactly what happened. They came with the tear gas. You know, the demonstrations were actually very peaceful. Then they came, tear gas, forcefully, water cannons. Then they achieved their objectives. The supporters took off. What remained were the helpless Raila Odinga in his vehicle, the helpless journalist in their vehicle, Raila Odinga security in quotes with their vehicle, which was actually, I don't know whether that vehicle survived. And now they know that if you want to arrest Raila Odinga, we just use force on his supporters. They will run. I can assure you, and mark this, on Monday, based on what I've read on DCI post here, you will see water cannons in Kisumu. You will see them also in Migori. Let's wait and see. So these guys have realized that you can actually attack Raila Odinga and remove him from the crowd and go with him. If these guys wanted to go with Raila, they would have managed to go with him. The other thing they wanted to do was to gauge the reaction of the international community. And the international community is actually silent. On the day this drama was happening, William Ruto was meeting with some American businessmen at Ole Sereni. One of the people present there was the ambassador, white man. Americans had intelligence on what was going to happen. Before the Supreme Court ruling, they had intelligence that the Supreme Court was going to declare Ruto. So they issued that travel advisory. Here they are, they knew what was going to happen, still making a technical appearance with Ruto. You see, that technical appearance was a serious message. And that can explain why Raila Odinga had to attack them the next day. And also that explains why the ambassador then later on had to come out to castigate the violence. It's not that she didn't know. She was well aware of what was going to happen. The government wanted to gauge the reaction of the international community. The other thing is that they want to gauge the mood of the country. Because there's this story that Raila Odinga cannot be arrested. On Thursday, they gauged that mood. And the intelligence has already told them that you can arrest Raila, but chaos will be in Migori, in Kisumu. So what you need to do, just prepare for Migori, prepare for Kisumu. And then some hotspots in Nairobi. Eden Duale today told Raila Odinga that if you want to demonstrate in Nairobi, please just go to Mathare, don't come to Eastleigh. That's a cabinet minister for defense. You know, this country actually should be disbanded and everybody should be allowed to go home. So the thing is, these guys are going to arrest Raila Odinga, but still they don't know what they can do with Raila Odinga after he's arrested. Because Raila Odinga has operated within the law. Again, you can only detain him for 24 hours. They don't know. And that's why Gachagua is confident that Monday is going to be the last day. So they're going to arrest Raila Odinga. But what do we do with them? I have one biggest fear. My fear is what happened to my friend, Norman Magaya. when Norman Magaya was the chairperson of ODM Youth 2012, national chairman, I was the national coordinator of that outfit. Eh? After that election, Norman Magaya was appointed as the CEO at Raila Odinga Secretariat. In 2017, Norman Magaya was one of the lethal members of Raila Odinga's team. Radical to the core. He became a target. At the peak of elections just like this, Norman Magaya was picked by the police. He was then released. His life has never been the same. He has told me severally that he was poisoned. Norman Magaya was poisoned. So if Raila Odinga is going to be arrested at his age, this government can go any length. He might be poisoned because, it's a slow thing. You are arrested, you are released, you go, unapewa kasumu, inakukula pole pole. At Raila Odinga's age, after 6 months, maybe the country shall have relaxed. Unaona Raila ameanza kuwa weak. I'm not saying this is what's going to happen, but I'm not ruling out the possibility. Because after arresting Raila, what next? The attempt to eliminate it, I don't think they can do that. That's why the guy who has been assigned that responsibility has been trying to just move around. But I also tend to think that the other intention of this arrest is ICC. Already the Azimio side have collected enough evidence. They have enough evidence. Then the other side would also want to have another evidence. How do you get that evidence? Provoke Raila Odinga supporters, they'll go to the street, destroy things, the country will blow up. ICC direct. But as a politician, I'm also seeing the possibility of this Kenya Kwanza government planning to declare state of emergency. What happens when state of emergency is declared? The constitution is suspended. So once the constitution is suspended, it means you are operating outside the law. You can arrest anybody, you can detain anybody, you can do anything you want without anything. And because they have the numbers, that's going to be the easiest thing for them to do. Allow me to thank Makwata, I received your wave. Kingori, thank you for the coffee. Lena, Rita, and Timothy. And by the way, tomorrow I'll be back. I know you are nowadays used to this hour, which is normally my second video, but tomorrow I'll do a video in the morning, maybe before 9 Kenyan time or before 10 Kenyan time, then to compensate because I've missed something here, then we proceed to our usual hour. Thank you guys, and may you have a good day. Bye-bye.